Hey guys, this is Survival Radio Network. We are out here at Atlanta Underground Market Food Extravaganza. And when you're at a food event, who better to be next to than a chef? We have the pleasure of being here with one of the contestants from Hell's Kitchen, Chef T. Hey, Chef, what's going on?
How are you, man? I'm doing well.
Hey, you know what? First of all, I'm jealous of your locks, but that's a whole nother thing. I cut mine off 5 years.
Natural.
Yeah, but let's talk more about you. Yeah. Chef, what's your specialty?
Well, I really don't have a specialty. I'm classically trained in French cuisine, but I really like cooking meats. I like to cook proteins. I like braising. I like searing. I like grilling. So I don't have a special dish per se that I like to cook, but I like dealing with proteins. So.
I'm sorry, that was
proteins.
Proteins. Yeah. Wow, you don't hear many chefs talk about it. Most chefs are like, how fat can I get the plate? But I like the fact that I'm assuming that you're health conscious.
Not really health conscious, but I like to promote sustainability. I like to cook organic. I think it's a lot more wholesome. It's a better tasting product overall. You don't really have to saturate it with a bunch of seasonings. Yeah. A little salt, pepper, fresh herbs goes a very long way, and of course a little bit of butter. You know,
we need more of that in our life. So as I talked about, you are one of the contestants on Hell's Kitchen.
Yep, season 14.
I've been watching it off and on. I like the intensity. What's the thing that you learned most about yourself on that program?
I think I learned that I didn't know as much as I thought I did.
Really?
And I also learned that there's a certain amount of humility that you need to have when it comes to food, no matter how long you've been doing it, and that there's always room for growth, you know. And being in the kitchen, constantly evolving, it's a learning process, you know. So I definitely learned that about myself. Like I'm not the boss that I think I am, you know. I know some stuff, but you know, I definitely need to humble myself and learn more, you know? Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you coming out here. We're going to talk about weed in just a minute. Yeah. But you are out here. You've got a table out here. What did you bring with you?
Well, I brought some stuff from my apparel line, and this candle company, Smelly Smell Goods, actually created a signature scent for weeded. Of course, being a chef, it's all about the aroma. It's all about the presentation as well, but it's all about that smell that captivates you first before you see the food. And I created a signature scent with this company, and we brought that here. So we have wax melts, we have candles, and of course we did apparel. You know, we're launching our you can see it today. Our sweatshirt line. This was created by the infamous Bill Meyer. Awesome artist. Thank you. Thank you for working with someone like we did. You know, it's not his usual genre. He's more of a portrait painter. He's an illustrator, you know, on a different canvas, on a different platform. But he took the time to realize and recognize what we're doing and, you know, help out a grassroots organization. And that's huge.
Well, let's talk about what your organization does and what it stands for, if you would.
So Weeded is a lifestyle apparel brand, and what we are doing, we are bridging the gap between food, art, and fashion, you know, and and I feel like we're living in the age of why is everything taking so long, you know, but when you cook organic and when you cook clean, it takes a while to prepare, you know, it's a certain care and love you put into it. So just with our clothes, we use the best material, you know, the most comfortable material. We do not water down our product. There's too much of that going on right now, you know. So for that, you will pay a little bit more. But I feel like that's the reason why people choose Publix over Walmart. You know, it is a little bit more expensive, but that experience that you get, you cannot pay for that. You know, it's unparalleled. So we're using local artists, you know, and we do these events and we spotlight other grassroots movement like ourselves. So we will have musicians, we will have artists, we'll have other up-and-coming businesses. We'll do events where we'll partner with other charities, you know, 401Bs and 503Bs, I think it is, and, you know, be able to give back to the community, you know. And I think there's too much taking and not enough giving back. And that's what Weeded is about. When you go to our website, it's not just about buying a T-shirt. It's basically about getting yourself saturated in the culture, you know? And that's the feeling and the ambiance you get when you go to weeded.co.
Yeah, it sounds like you're creating a movement.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's definitely a movement, you know. And I'm glad you even said that, because someone has to take the initiative, you know, that want to do it. You know, it's hard work, but the reward is sweet.
Wow.
It's really sweet.
Wow.
Yes.
So one more time, so people can be involved, and how can people be involved in assisting or helping or be, you know, there's always need for somebody.
Yeah, you can just actually go to weeded.co, weeed.co, or you can follow me on social media at Chef T, and or you can definitely send me an email at weeded.llc@gmail.com. You know,
Chef T. Weeded is the company. Thank you so very much. It's been a pleasure being with you.
Having me.
Absolutely.
You